Kia ora tamariki mā, and welcome to the first day of our lockdown learning in term 3 of 2021. And I have just been sitting there feeling so grateful for the beautiful flowers that you all sent me when my mum passed away last week. So it is a time to feel grateful about things, and I certainly feel grateful for these flowers. I absolutely love the colours, the pinks and the apricots and the whites, and most of all, I love that you all thought of me at a very sad time in my life. So thank you so much, and let's get started. Let's start with a song. So let's see if we can do that one that we did yesterday. We didn't know lockdown was happening, but we went like this. Turn on the sun, toru ba. Turn on the sun, turn on the sun. Light up the world, accept everyone. Turn off the wind, thunder and rain. Turn on the sun, let's smile again. And we're certainly going to smile lots over lockdown because we have some fun things for you to be doing. Mrs. Turrell and Mrs. Baverstock and Miss Fells and I have all been on a Zoom meeting this morning planning what we're going to be doing with you. And next week we have something really special that you're going to be doing at home. So I thought today we'd start with some maths. We love maths, don't we? And we are celebrating this week 100 days at school. So let's have a look. I forgot to bring the hundreds board home, but I did bring this home. So we can see here that we have the hundreds board, but it's looking a little bit different, isn't it? So you're going to have to just bear with me that the numbers are back around the wrong way. So if we look here, we've got the tidy numbers. Let's count them together. They're invisible. We have to make them up. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And we know that there are 10 groups of 10 in 100. And Harrison, I think it was you yesterday, who counted them for us. You counted 1, 2, 3, and we found that there are 10 tens hiding in 100. We also know that there is 100 cents in every $1. So if we have 50 cents plus 50 cents, we have 100 cents, which is $1. Let's see if we can practice counting in our fives on our hundreds board today. So let's go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, and my finger is holding that one, which is 95, and then 100. Now this week we did start some new learning, and that was about this symbol in maths, the multiplication symbol. So let's have a look what Mrs. Craig's brought home over here, and you can see that I have made a number array on the board. So we talked yesterday about sets, and that multiplication actually means, can you remember what it means? It means groups of or sets of. So today, let's see how many sets I have. 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets. And if I had to work out how many altogether, I could use addition like this. I could say there is 5 plus 5 plus 5. And if we count them together, we know 5, 10, 15. Or I could use our magic multiplication symbol and say there are 3 groups of 5, which equals 15. So you might like to practice at home this week, drawing some sets and writing the addition and the multiplication that would go with those. That would be really cool if you could do that. Okay, do you remember yesterday when I told you that my twin boys at home love this story? They love the song called Puff the Magic Dragon, and Mrs. Craig sang it to you yesterday. I went into my book today to play the DVD, and the DVD is missing, but that's okay, we're going to read it. So our story today is called Puff the Magic Dragon, and I know lots of you loved singing that yesterday. Puff the Magic Dragon. Let's have a look where he lived. He lived in a place called Honolulu. Honolulu is an interesting name. And we can see a lighthouse and the title page. Let's read the title together. Puff the Magic Dragon. And that boy's name is Jackie Paper, which is a very unusual name. So let's have a look at the writing. It says, Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. And frolicked means kind of danced around. And here's Jackie Paper again. What's he got in his hand? Ooh, all sorts of taonga, all sorts of treasures. Let's see what the words say. Following with me. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Now, sealing wax is like a glue, a kind of a globby glue that they used to seal envelopes with. Has to be melted to seal. Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. And here we can see Puff the Magic Dragon. And we know that this is a fiction story, don't we? An imaginary story. Together they would travel on a boat with billowed sails. Can you see the sails all billowing out in that picture? That's called billowed sails. Jackie kept a lookout, perched on Puff's gigantic tail. So he's sitting there. Oh, we can just see that now, that he's on Puff the Magic Dragon's tail. Noble kings and princes would bow whene'er they came. And whene'er is short for whenever they came. So when they came, all the princes and the noblemen would bow to them. And this one looks like a pirate. Pirate ships would lower their flag when Puff roared out his name. There they are. Oh, and I can see a hook. Who do you think that might be? Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the... Well done. I heard lots of you singing that bit at the end. And there they are having fun, frolicking together. Whoops, this way. A dragon lives forever, but not so little girls and boys. Painted wings and giant rings make way for other toys. One grey night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more, and Puff the mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. So he stopped roaring because his friend Jackie Paper ceased to come. That means he stopped coming. His head was bent in sorrow. Uh-oh, he's looking sad. Green scales fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane. Without his lifelong friend, Puff could not be brave. So Puff, that mighty dragon, slipped into his cave. And there he is, slipping into his cave. Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and... Well done for singing that last bit. Awesome. And there he is, back out. Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and... Well done. And I think that's Jackie Paper all grown up. And his daughter has come to play with Puff the Magic Dragon. And that's the end of our story today. So I hope you enjoyed that story. It certainly was a good one. Just before we stop our reading today, look what I found. An amazing poem about fish, and I wondered if you could help me read it. It goes like this. fish sleep. The fish that swim in the ocean deep, do they ever stop swimming and go to sleep? Do they ever find a rock and make their beds with pillows of seaweed for their heads? The fish that swim in the ocean deep, do they ever stop swimming and go to sleep? And look at the illustration there. There's a fish gone to sleep. Now that was one of our curious wondering questions, was, do fish sleep? Do they? See if you can find that out on the internet while you're at home. This week we have been looking at words that have the AI sound in, and we know that when two vowels are together, when two vowels go walking, which one does the talking? You're right, the A. Now Mrs. Baverstock said to me yesterday, Mrs. Craig, did you know that your name has the AI letters in it? And we didn't put that on our list, did we? So there you go. There's chair, which we didn't have, and there is Craig. We'll have to add that to our list when we go back to school. Okie dokie, for writing today, we would like you to have some fun making a list of all the things you would like to do in lockdown. And I've started my list. It's got a bit rubbed out there. Number 1, lockdown list. Number 1, these are the things that I would like to do. Plant some seeds in the garden. And luckily, I had bought some seeds. Bake some yummy scones. Mr. Craig loves cheese scones. Number 3, paint a lovely painting for my lounge. And I'm going to try really hard to start my big painting project. Number 4, ride my bike. And you all know that I love to go riding with Mr. Craig on our bikes, and we're hoping to get back on them. And number 5, you might not know this, but I have a piano in my lounge and I never get time to play it. So number 5, I would like to play my piano. I'm looking forward to doing all of those things, and I can't wait to see the list that you make. Okay, we never have lockdown videos without a joke. And my joke today, I need this creature, a seahorse, and I need some pepper. And you're going to love this joke. I found it on the internet today. Don't forget to go hunting for jokes and cheer your family up. So my joke, I'm just checking the notes what my joke was. Why do seahorses live in salt water? So why do they live in salt water? And it said because pepper would make them sneeze. Imagine if it was pepper water. So instead of that, it's salt water. Did you like that joke? I loved it. So let's see if we can say it again. Why do seahorses live in salt water? Because pepper would make them sneeze. I hope you enjoyed that joke. And that's all from me today. So I'm going to look forward to seeing all your work coming through today. And I will be giving you little stickers for good work. So see how many warm fuzzy stickers you can collect over lockdown, just like last time. If you do really, really good work, then you get a warm fuzzy sticker. So haere tamariki ma, and I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Be kind in your family. Don't forget to go on the task board and have a look at the things that you're going to be doing today, and you've got some really good fun things to be doing there. There are 3 things that we'd really like you to try to do, and then there are some things that we would like you to do if you would like to. Okay, and as I said, we have got some exciting things planned for next week. On Friday, tomorrow, we're going to have a Zoom meeting with our class. You know how you were all making things that had the number 100. You might have got 100 buttons and put them into a pretty picture, or you might have got 100 stickers, or you might get 100 pieces of pasta and make a design. We would love to see those tomorrow. If you can't hold your 100-day thing up, you could print it out if you're able to take a photo, or you can send me a photo and I will put it onto our page. So that would be awesome if everybody would send me a photo of their 100 days. But if you can, bring your 100-day thing onto Zoom tomorrow, and I can't wait to see you then because I'm missing you. But we are resilient, as Peter Pan reminds us all the time in our classroom. We are resilient, we can bounce back, and we're going to make the most of this and have fun. Haere rā.